Listen, we all went to school, we all went through unimaginable suffering, and we all took massive L's in our childhood. Like myself, who shit his pants in the 2nd grade in front of his teacher. That's a story for a different day, but anyways, we all took massive L's. But some people, like my wife's boyfriend, were better off than others. Because let's be honest, some kids in school were spoiled or born with natural cheat codes, such as rich parents, or being attractive, or being able to control your bowel movements. Unfortunately, I had none of those. The only cheat codes I had were on my action replay, playing Pokemon on my DSi. But all of those other cheat codes pale in comparison to the biggest cheat code of all. Lunch from home. For real, if you brought your own homemade lunch, you experienced a luxury of life that many kids would kill for. Especially if your parents made your lunch, because I know damn well none of us had the skills to make anything other than Lunchables at that age. If you brought a lunch from home, you were automatically gifted the esteemed honor of skipping lunch lines, avoiding judgment from other kids, and most importantly, avoiding type 2 diabetes from whatever abomination was on the menu that day. You also probably had parents who loved you and changed your diapers up until college. Well, some of us didn't have that luxury. Some of us were destined to be at the bottom of the school hierarchy and to stand in long-ass lines waiting for half-cooked rabbit stew to fuel our brains for the day. I call us the greasers, because school lunches are like 70% grease. If you aren't a greaser, then consider yourself spoiled, because I'm about to show you what life as a greaser is like. Once the clock hit 10:30 a.m., which by the way, why the was lunch that early? It was time to waddle your sorry ass to the lunch line, quite possibly the most horrid place on earth. You're crammed like sardines into this tight line of other kids waiting for their daily dose of lard, surrounded by a stench of BO from kids who just had gym class. Earlier in the day, the announcements told you what was for lunch, but you can't really remember what they said because you had just been force-fed history lessons and English papers for 3 hours straight. So as you approach the line, you're hoping that the middle school gods have graced you today with pizza or Bosco sticks to numb the pain of life. Unfortunately, it's not Thursday, so you have to settle with the lunch lady's special stew, which looks like the Pokemon muck bleeding out. You can't name a single ingredient by looking at it, and it smells like trubbish.
Smells like some vomit took a dump in here.
Which makes the BO stench not so bad anymore. The jinx-looking ass lunch lady charges you your college fund for the sorry excuse for a meal. And by the time you make it out of the line, lunch is already over. It took fucking ages to get through that line, and now you have to inhale 4 pounds of fish guts in 30 seconds or else you get detention. If by some miracle you got out of the lunch line first, then you could move on to part 2. The cafeteria. This was the room that determined if you had a good day or a bad day at school. I remember playing Clash Royale when the Builders Workshop Arena just came out at 1700 trophies, and I was the first to get there, unlocking the new Golem card. I had all the anime kids surrounding me, worshiping my fine Clash Royale skills. Yeah, I was pretty cool, but that didn't change the fact that I was eating literal human shit with a side of warm strawberry milk for brunch. Who the f drinks strawberry? It was a struggle being a greaser.
Give him some tea, give him some tea.
Especially because the food sitting in front of you was the perfect female repellent, eliminating any chance of talking to any girls in your grade. What made it worse was the bad breath you had to endure afterwards, since nobody was carrying around a toothbrush with them, so you had to go the rest of the day knowing that your words smelled like rotten flesh. Now, the correlation of having a homemade lunch and being popular was quite strong. No table full of popular kids would accept having your sewage waste food near them, so there was a clear division of popular homemade lunch kids and greasers. But if there was one thing that both popular kids and greasers could come together on, it was their hatred for lunch ladies. Good God, these people were the demons of the school. They would yell at you for stupid shit like putting your elbows on the table or taking a picture or inciting a riot. Like they need to leave us the hell alone. I respect that they gotta work and earn that bread, but do they gotta be such a bitch while doing so? They circle the lunchroom like sharks, looking for any violations of the school rules that nobody reads. Some of them just go off the rails, making their own rules, like no using 5-letter words at the table. Then they complain about not getting paid enough, especially when I'm earning more than them by making these videos. And I'm not even monetized. I ain't even got 1,000 subscribers yet. I'm making these videos for free, and you're watching it without even fucking subscribing. I make no money doing this. This isn't a damn charity. Fucking subscribe now. I hated those Eradicate looking lunch monitors, but for every 5 of them, there was always that one cool old guy who genuinely loves his job. He always goes around talking to students, asking them about their favorite subject or what they want to do when they grow up, and he was just loved by everybody. My old lunch guy was Bill, and he was a legend. He would show up every Monday and talk to us about how hungover he was. Mind you, we were like 11 years old, so he's probably committing a felony by talking to us, but we didn't care. He was the GOAT. We need more people like Bill. We need more Bills in the cafeteria. Like I need more bills in my wallet, which is why I use today's sponsor, Honey. Honey is literally my go-to app. Wait, what? Honey canceled the sponsorship? What the f? How am I supposed to make any money off this useless channel? Anyways, I hope I expanded your knowledge today and opened your eyes to the struggles of kids who can't bring lunch from home. I hope the next time you see a kid who has to eat a school lunch, you sympathize with them and give them a shot at being your friend. I also hope that the next time you see a lunch lady, you kick her in the nuts, because she probably has them. Thanks for watching, and I would appreciate a like on the video. If you don't do it, I know where you live, and I will be in your bedroom tonight. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing for you, I don't know. I won't judge, but even if you want me in your bedroom, please like the video.